Well, very good afternoon, dear students. Very good afternoon, each and everyone. Okay, dear students, I hope that this will be the last story from your reader book, and the previous one, 3 questions, already you have done it in your class 7th. So I hope that that can be read, it can be studied also at home. Clear? So today we will discuss the whole story it is given, whatever you have in your textbook, the whole story it is given. So once you just read out the text, you will be able to understand also, and let me discuss also what happened actually in the story, how many characters are there in the story. Okay, so everything in detail it is given, so you will be able to understand what is all about this. The pull by Ruskin bond. Ruskin bond, I hope that all of you are very much familiar with this writer. Ruskin bond, already you have read it in class 7th. What is there? Can anyone tell me what you have already read written by Ruskin bond in your class 7th? Who can tell me? One poem you have already read it in your class 7. So can anyone recall the poem that is also in your reader book in class 7, written by Ruskin bond? He is a writer, he is a poet also. So one beautiful poem he has written. Sandhya Mulchandani, can you tell me what actually he has written? Yes, can anyone tell me, Sandhya or Sarvari, can you tell me what you have read in your class 7 literature book? There is one poem written by Ruskin bond, you have read it. No one? Tigers Forever, I hope that you remember that, yes, Sandhya, the poem is something, tigers, not something, Tigers Forever, this is written by Ruskin bond, and he loves nature very much. And in this story also he has projected, the nature also, the natural countryside, the village side, the hilly area, especially, the 3 friends which you can come across here in the story, like Rusty, H. Ruskin bond, or the narrator of the story, then Somi and Anil. 3 important characters altogether you will find in the whole story. One is Anil, another one Somi, and another one the writer or the poet. Okay, the writer himself, or the narrator also you can say, that is Ruskin bond. Clear? It's a beautiful short story, written by Ruskin bond about 3 friends who take a place. They are taking promise, they are promising to return to their favorite pool after 10 years. It means they are promising to return to their favorite pool which they discovered, before 10 years. It means when they were school friends, they were all together. But we will come to know the ravages of time. You have to learn about the ravages of time. What I am trying to speak, trying to tell you all about ravages of time means how time is so powerful. The time, is very, very cruel. Okay. After 2 to 3 years, the friend circle right now you have, it may not be having. You won't be having, this same friend circle after 10 years, So how time is the most powerful, that we have to understand also in the story. So time has really a powerful, it has a powerful impact in their life, especially in the writer's life. Now you see what happened, the best part of their childhood, it revolves around the pool, When they were small children, especially up to class 9, 10th, they were very good friends, and they used to pass their time, having a lot of enjoyment, discovering a pool, swimming over there, riding buffaloes. Okay, these all activities, which played a very crucial role in their life, and that life, it was specially meant for the childhood life. Okay, but after 10 years, what happened? That we have to understand, and how time plays a very significant role after the 10 years. After 10 years, that we have to understand how time is remarkable, how time is precious, how time is cruel. Okay, how it can take away everything from you. Because you can do anything, everything, it can be with your hand also, in your hand, you will be able to manage, but time is such a thing, that you can't make it stop. Okay, it will go incessantly, no one can stop it. Okay, let us see what happened actually after 10 years, So they have spent their beautiful 10 years, near the pool, which they discovered, and especially the writer Ruskin Bond discovered the pool. They all were from village. Okay, the setting is countryside. Now you see the best part of their childhood, it revolves around a pool which was discovered by Rusty, or the narrator of the story, and thus it came to be known as Rusty Pool, the pool which they discovered. It was known as Rusty Pool because the writer discovered himself. Anil, Somi, all were there. Both the friends were there with him, with the writer. But fortunately, the writer was able to discover, that pool. As soon as Rusty discovered the pool near the ravine, small stream, ravine, okay, the water will be flowing. Okay, he was excited to convey the news to his two friends, All have gone, there, but fortunately, they are moving here and there, and the pool was discovered by Ruskin Bond, and he wanted to convey the message, or news to his two friends, the best friends, named Anil and Somi. Remember all the characters, Anil and Somi. As soon as he discovered the pool near the ravine, he was excited to convey the news to both of his best friends. The secret pool, it became their meeting point. Okay, many beautiful places are there also in our cities, also in countryside also, that people used to go there and they used to sit there, they used to pass their time, okay, beautiful time with their friend circle. Okay, similarly the pool, it was the medium, it was a sort of tool, you can understand, or sort of meeting point, you can understand also, for all these three friends. They used to go there, they used to pass their time, they used to conduct a lot of activities over there. Like they indulged in activities like fishing, swimming, wrestling, buffalo rides. Where? In the pool. The pool was not only symbolized the bond of friendship between them, but also became a part of their consciousness. Because easily we can't erase some beautiful memories which we have already passed in our life, If you have had, suppose, some beautiful memories in your life, then easily you can't erase them from your mind, because they are always remembered. You always remember them, And the pool especially, they are not able to forget, because it symbolizes the bond of friendship between them. Also, it becomes a part of their consciousness. They decide to return on 5th of April 1964 at midday. It means 10 years later. Up to 10 years, when they were small children, they were passing their childhood, the pool was an effective tool for them. But after 10 years, you see, as soon as they grow up, then they become also conscious, and they become, responsible one, because parents also, they want that, children should be sent to other places, to attend education also, because you have to grow personally also, professionally also, okay, because you have some responsibility in days ahead. Don't think that, I can be like a small child forever, Okay, So you have to also shoulder some sort of responsibility when you grow up. So as soon as they start growing up, then the friend circles, all the friends they have got departed from each other. Now Rusty was the only person who comes to the pool. After 10 years, they wanted actually to meet in the same pool, but you see, Rusty was the only one who went to the pool on the scheduled day. The date was fixed, the day was fixed, timing was fixed. All the three friends were intimated for that. But you see, who only came? The writer. So he was disappointed that his friends didn't keep up their promise. However, there is no bitterness or rancor, as he understands that with the passage of time. Now I was discussing with the time, time factor. You see the passage of time. You can see here the time factor. Okay, the passage of time, their needs and priorities, because as soon as you have some needs, you have some priorities, then you see time, it will change you forever. Okay, time, it will never allow you to come together once more. To his amazement, you see, he discovers another pool and another group of friends, splashing about in it. He imagines himself and his friends in their place, Did you understand? So after 10 years, what has happened? They have left the pool, they have gone to different places, okay, for their professional growth, for their career building. Did you understand? Now after 10 years, the writer has messaged them, to come together, to remind all the past memories of their childhood, but you see, only the writer came. The two other friends, they didn't come. So he is very much disappointed, but he understands that, time can change everything, He discovers, so what he finds actually there, he has gone there alone. So he is discovering, another pool and another group of friends, who are playing. They are, splashing about in it, splashing water. He imagines himself and his friends in this place, So the story, it conveys you a message that life goes on, It comes what may be, There were three friends playing together in a certain pool, okay. So the message, another description we can start here. Okay, so this is all about the message, the story, it gives you that life, it can go on, come what may, So with the passage of time, everyone has to change also. You have to accommodate yourself also, because time is such a thing, that it's very powerful actually. It can change anything. Okay. Now, in detail, the story it is given. You see what happened. Once more, we can discuss. There were three friends again that playing together in a certain pool in the hillside of their area. They used to go there, to enjoy swimming. They were Sony, Anil, and Rusty. Somi, Anil, and Rusty is the narrator of the story. Three friends I discussed with you. Somi had put forth a plan that they would to meet there after 10 years. Each and everyone agreed also to keep the promise and meet at their beloved pool in the forest of foothills. But Rusty, you see, the narrator comes to the place just after the passage of 10 years. Nobody came, All gave promise, all promised to come, but no one came except the writer or Rusty. He comes there to keep his promise, but coming there he finds neither his friends nor the pool also, because surprisingly, you see, the pool was also not discovered there. The pool where they used to have a lot of activities, during their childhood period. The pool, it is not discovered right now also, and none of the friends also is there over there. So it's little bit sad, disappointed, but fortunately getting consoled after observing another pool, and there are a lot of children are playing over there. So he reminded that, his own childhood days, how we used to come, Anil, Somi, all my best friends. This is all about the story. I hope that this is very, very easy, and you will be able to understand what I am trying to tell you. He then starts brooding over their plan and result of their plan. When they were more boys, the children of mud and sand, they used to play near a pool. What had been discovered by Ruskin? The pool was located in the dense hill forest among the sal trees surrounded by steep rocks and cliffs. When the pool was discovered, it is given. The natural scenic beauty was bound beyond comparison and description, and the boys played there day and night. It was full of the pool where it was surrounded, the place where it was surrounded, really it was full of scenic beauty, and the boys over there played day and night. Every day these three friends would slide out of their houses, slip out of their houses to the pool in the name of coming to school. Also they will just escape and they will simply run to the pool through the forest, forgetting their actual fears, and the jungle spirit, because so many jungle spirits also are there, and these are all small children, but without caring anything, without caring the danger and difficulty which they encounter while going into the deep forest near the pool. Okay, they started diving over there, swimming, riding buffaloes. Anil and Somi were perfect swimmers. Their physical structure helped to be able to always come there, able to swim across the pool. They used to come across, come across the pool also, swim across the pool. Buffaloes always came there for drinking and rolling in the mud, In village area you can find buffalo, basically they drink and they just roll in the mud, And over a long period of time they will be inside the pond, They will never come out until you drive them away. Three boys used to sit on them until they were disturbed. Okay, so this is all about. Now Anil and Somi, they were very efficient in catching fish. All the activities are given you in detail in your textbook. Anil and Somi were very efficient in catching fish, and they had applied various methods like casting, rod or line or wet sheet of fishing for fishing. You know how people do for usually they go on fishing. How do they do fishing? All of casting rod or line also. Okay. Once they exploded a stick of gunpowder, caught fish, roasted them and fire. They used to lit fire over there also. They used to roast fish over there. Lot of excitement, happiness, it was around them when they were near the pool. All the three friends circle, Clear? So this is all about. So all of you please read the story very carefully at home, Okay. So this will come in examination. So there is nothing, difficulty you will find, See, Rusty, it finds everything changed, Somi after his matriculation had joined the military service and remained there in his unit. He had developed a fierce military mustache. Okay, so all have gone actually. All have left the village for their personal growth and career development. He has developed a military mustache, Anil on the other hand also had been a successful businessman. Okay, all are engaged now. The writer also is engaged, but the writer is having still time, still having time. His nature has changed and he has become a very cruel, impulsive, angry man. Who? Anil. Okay. So the last part you can see here, time it has changed everyone. The simple minded boys. When you were students, I am telling you, at this stage, some children are getting, the simple mind is changing, When you are growing up, before up to class 5th, you had a very simple mind. There was no dirt. Nothing was there, Nothing negative, feelings, it were there in your mind. But now you are just extracting or just, reviving all these, learning all because of your surroundings also. Okay, and you are implementing that also, and bad result it is having, and it has some bad impact on you also. Okay, so simple minded boys now how they have become fierce, very angry young men of life, and in the sphere of activities they have really forgotten their previous vows, their promises. The current time it has carried away all of their promises pleasures and duties. Again, time has brought various problems for which they have gone away from their love and love of nature, because time has taken away from the love of nature. How time is very precious, you see, time, it can take away from the love of nature also, because when they were small children, they used to enjoy very much, they used to pass their time near the pool, having lots of fun, but all these are no more. Those scenic beauties of nature are no more found in the landscape. Really, I am also just reminding my past memory, reminding my childhood days, how I used to really ride buffaloes also, I used to climb up trees, all these I am just reminding, where I mean, this place, and those who are migrating to cities, to develop such good opportunities, really they will be missing out when they coming at the age of old age. So most of the people, they are trying to pass their time during their old age in some remote places, near some countryside, village side, Did you understand? So the narrator seems to be more thoughtful and meditative. He speculates how time passes away, carrying all the pleasures with it. Now inside question will be asked in this, I will not ask you the simple story here. You see, this story gives you a glimpse on the time factor, how it can take away, change everything. The complete scene will change. He speculates how time passes away, carrying all the pleasures with it. You see, before coming to town, Rusty again stretches his look to the landscape. Suddenly he hears some mysterious sound, coming from near distance, approaching there. Rusty finds he was about to return actually. When Rusty went there, he invited both the friends, but nobody was there. Nobody came, only he was there. So he was just with a sad note, sad mood, he was returning actually from that place. But suddenly he heard, what he heard? He got some mysterious sounds, heard some mysterious sounds coming from near distance, when he looked at there, approaching there, he finds a group of boys playing in the pool water stream. But this is another pool, but Rusty imagines that if he and his two close friends are playing in the pool, forgetting the outside world, his imagination gets mixed with the bitter reality and he comes back. He visited the place to keep his promise. Did you understand? This is all about. So my dear students, in this story we are learning that before time nothing is significant. With the ravages of time, with the passage of time, a man has to change. But don't change so much also, that you are forgetting the tradition, custom. So by living in city, it doesn't mean that you will forget the old tradition and custom, the values. Okay. The writer has not forgotten. The writer has not forgotten anything. But all these two friends, Anil, he has become a great businessman, and another one has become also very much, he has become also sophisticated in his life, doing a sophisticated job, So you see, both the friends, they are forgotten. Okay. So it happens also only because of time factor. Okay. So thank you very much, dear students. Okay, you just read it once more at home, tonight. Read the story in detail. This is all about all these only you will find in the story. Nothing is there. Very simple story. And I hope that the syllabus is over. 3 questions that you have to prepare yourself because you have read it in class 7. Okay. So another lesson, the Trojan War, the last one we'll see. All of you can see the Hollywood movie, Trojan War. Okay, the Troy Hollywood movie you can watch. The Troy, okay, that is all about the Trojan War, which is there in your syllabus. Okay, thank you very much, dear students, for